What is up, Keller Williams agents? It is Sam Jackson, your host of In Command with Sam and the Director of Innovation Technology for the Georgia Legacy Group. And I don't know if you can hear it. You can probably hear it. I am super fired up because today is Consumer App Day. This is the day that the KW Buy and Sell app has launched. I'm talking about this sweet little baby right here that is super, super awesome. Now, I'm just coming off of what I thought was a super crazy high coming from FIM reunion. You come back a day after traveling and being exhausted, and then you wake up and you got boom, a new consumer app. So I'm super, super fired up. I can't believe how awesome this is. I haven't stopped playing with it this morning. And then I realized that I need to stop playing and I need to start actually showing you guys what's up with this bad boy. So I don't want to talk anymore. I want to jump into it, but I will say I deleted my old Red Consumer app. I went into my app store and I re-downloaded it, and you have a little bit of a different screen. Let me jump to it. Looks like this right here. When you go to your app store, it just says KW Buy and Sell, but that should take you right to this puppy right here. Now, let me show you something. I jumped ahead a little bit too far. Let me kind of log out. When you first log in, what you should see is a screen like this. So it's going to say, hey, log in, sign up. What I really, really want to encourage you is this is not for agents. Let me repeat. This is not for agents. We have been very, very clearly saying this is a consumer app because y'all already have Command and Kelly. You don't need another app. This is specifically for consumers. Now, before you get frustrated, before you get upset and say, like, why can't I log in? Why can't I log in? It's because you already have Command. This is the first portal, the first platform, the first app that has ever connected real estate agents and the consumers on the same platform. So the reason why you don't have a login is the same reason why the employees at Netflix don't have a Netflix login. They have their own portal, and Amazon, whatever. They have their own side of things. You have your own side of things now. So stop thinking that you need to be on here. Now, if you want to explore this, in which I highly encourage you to do this, because we want to know how we can share this with our consumers, the value of it behind it, so that you can intelligently speak to the tools and the services that our app has that replaces that one Z company. I'm already forgetting what their name is like now that we've started the app. So let's jump in. Now, if I wanted to sign up, I can do that. So I can type in, Sam Jackson, JCK, if I can spell my own name. Now, here's the deal. It needs to be your personal email address. I've now exhausted a lot of these. So I've created a bunch. But if I go to use my old Yahoo email address and create a password, I'm just typing in random stuff because I know that I already have this. When I go to click on sign up, if this email address, this swjackson at Yahoo, is already associated with another client, it's going to just let me know, hey, I can't sign up because I've already got a profile. I need to log in. Out. All right, there we go. So now I got this error message that says user with given email address already exists. So at that point, I have to click on login, and it's going to say swjackson at Yahoo. If I remember my password, I think it was just numbers. There we go, 8. Click log in. Now it will say, hey, I recognize you. Cool kid, SW Jackson at Yahoo. And for those of you who are making fun of me, that was the fake email address I created when I was like 14. Not my personal one, so don't worry, don't use this. And no, my password's not 1234567 8. So if you try to hack me, good luck with that. Oh, I think I made a mistake of not clicking go again. User error on that part. Or it's just taking a minute to load. And boom, I am in. Now, what it's going to do is I've played with this a little bit too much. I was kind of hanging out in Highland, Illinois earlier. It's going to zoom into my current location. So right now I am sitting at our Roswell office off of Howes Road on Mansfield Road or Mansell Road. So it has my current location. If I zoom in far enough, so I can look at the neighborhoods for Windsor Forest. I can actually back up, get rid of that. I can look at individual houses if I want to. So I can look at this one here for 775. I can look at these quick homes. I can open it up. And I don't, wait, hold on, let me do that again because I don't think you're going to appreciate how fast that happened. I'm gonna just click on the 400. Boom, up, boom, up. I open this up, bam. Photos, super quick, super fast. All the information here is so quick and clean. Look how quickly these photos come in. There's no like resolution, pixelation. It's just go, 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 which is amazing. And then I can go about searching. I can save homes. I could hide homes. I could share this. I can just go and click the share button and send it to a bunch of people. I can go get pre-approved and look at the savings for a loan on this home with Keller Mortgage. I can get an insurance quote through Keller Covered. I can read all the MLS data if I choose to read, which I am, despite my hairline, not a millennial, or I am a millennial, so I'm not going to read that. I'm going to look at the stats that pertain to me. I can explore the neighborhood itself. Now, this is something I do want to show you because it's really cool. I'm going to click on this Explore button right here. And this is going to say, okay, the subdivision here is just called Roswell. It gives me the market stats. So I see 70 days on market, 74 days on market average. Average home price is 571, square foot 186, yada, yada, yada. Real estate stats are cool. But what I really, really love here is that our exclusive arrangement and agreement partnership with Nextdoor gives us the ability to take Kelly, let her go read what happens within the Roswell neighborhood app or groups, neighborhoods, and read the information. So, based on Kelly's insights, we know that this neighborhood is 92% into activism, 77% into live music, civic engagement, student life, hardworking, and networking opportunities. So that is Kelly, our AI, our algorithm, our artificial intelligence going out and reading what's going on in these neighborhoods and giving us insight. So the best way to probably go understand as a consumer, if I wanted to know what it's like to live in this particular subdivision, not only do I probably have to drive there every day and stalk the potential neighbors I'm going to move next to, but I probably want to interview them, friend all of them on Facebook, and that's a process. What we're doing is providing really serious insight that says, hey, you don't have to go to the extreme to find the information. We can just look at the insights that we get from Kelly, which is amazing. And then if I keep scrolling down, I think I got out of that real quick. If I explore this real quick, I can scroll down. I can see drive times, commute times, things like that as well. Let me go back and get rid of, oops, all thumbs. There we go. And now I can have the information here. I can see some more about what locals say, walkability, nearby schools. And not only are we saying, hey, this is a 72% ranking for the elementary and the middle school, and the student teacher ratios are 12-1, which is a pretty cool insight that we have. There's also private schools. I can get some more information about mortgage payments. So if I'm interested in a 15-year fixed loan, at a down payment of 20%, and I think I can get 425 for my mortgage interest rate. They'll tell me my payment there will be 4664 a month. But let's just say I'm going to change a 15-year to a 30, and let's just say that maybe my credit's not so great, so I'm going to go to 4.75. My payment's actually going to be, three and a quarter. 3,000, 2,500 a month. Now let's say I want to bring down more than 20%. Let's just say I'm going to put half down. I can play with this. And again, this is kind of a weird example, but just showing you what you could do. You can see that dollar amount changed to 379,750. And now my monthly payment's only $2,000. Now, let's say that's cool with me. I can click on Keller Mortgage. This is going to go through this process, which is pretty cool. Let's just say that I want to know what the insurance is going to cost me a month here. This will take me into Keller Covered, where I can get quotes from Lemonade, Progressive, Travelers, side by side, and see exactly what's going to cost me from an insurance standpoint. I can look at other nearby homes. So I can see these here. Now, I will say, just a disclaimer, Georgia is a pretty unique place where we have two multi-lists, so we have duplicates. There's a good chance you won't see what I see here. We literally have two multi-lists that give us this. We're pretty unique in that regard, so you shouldn't have that problem. And at the very bottom, you'll see Keller Williams North Atlanta, and then my agent who's attached to this phone is Vera, which is probably who I associated my weird Yahoo account with. But if I want to change that, what I can do is just go back to list, back to the main dashboard of the consumer app. I can click down here in the bottom right-hand corner where it has the circle that says S, J, and U. I can look at my history of what I looked at. I can look at my account. Not sure where that says error and loading, but what I can do, oh, that's actually where I need to change my agent. So I will say there are a couple bugs that I've experienced, but however, this app is literally less than 12 hours old at this point. But I must have clicked on the button. Here we go. So the loading one must be my agent. That's still not doing much. But where you see this loading screen, it should say, your agent is Vera. Um, but I can click on my accounts. I can change my passwords. I can look in a couple things. There we go, finally. But your agent is Vera. If I wanted to change that, what I could do is look at her as a profile. And there's Vera, her contact information. I'm going to go back. I can contact my agent, which will pull up this. I can call her, text her immediately. I can change my agent. So let's just say that Vera is not the agent that I want. I can search for the really cool guy by the name of Sam Jackson. And while this is loading, fun fact, my name is Samuel Jackson, Samuel, and a lot of times I got recorrected to Samuel and autocorrected Kelly, so I officially changed my name to just Sam within the Keller Williams system. So if you're ever looking for me, just say Kelly, find Sam Jackson. Um, so I can see Sam Jackson. I have all this information, and my bio is here. So this is why it's also really important that you have your marketing profile completed within Command. But when I click on Get in Touch, um, this will confirm that this is now my agent. I want to confirm that Sam is my agent and not Vera. This is how you change it. And now again, this is something that the consumer would have to go through and figure out. Most likely, they're not going to do that. You've built enough trust in them that they don't need to go find a new agent. However, if you're really concerned about that, you need to walk them through it. This is how you would. And then I can go back. I'm all thumbs today. I can look at my saved homes. I can look at the feed, which is like all of my activities. I can see what I looked like. And then the last thing I want to show you here is this middle button called Guide, which is one of my favorite things here in the whole process. So what the guide is designed to do is actually keep a timeline for you, the agents, and them, the consumer or client. And whether they're buying over here on the left or going to selling, we're giving them a timeline, essentially a sales pipeline for you and opportunities of what that actually means to go through this process. So as a buyer, the first thing I can do is start my search. I can figure out what it is I'm looking for. I can get pre-approved, actually go tour homes, make an offer, execute the contract, inspection, insurance, home warranty, and then I can close it. Click on sell, show my home, review offers, inspect. There should be something above there. Show my home, review offers, home inspection, appraisal, and close. Now, the reason why you don't see things like um, sign listing agreement is because we've already been in this process by the time they start clicking on this showing your home button. So they'd be far enough in the process that you don't need that beginning part of it. But let's just say that I'm looking to buy and I scroll back up to the top of this pipeline. I can start my search. This will give me some details on what I need to do to get this process started. Oh, now this has happened when you click retry, it loads pretty quickly. I will send this video to KWRI. We won't worry about the bugs. Again, this app is less than 12 hours old at this point that I'm recording. But what this does is it gives me an idea of starting your search, things to look at local insights, look at the inventory of homes. That gives you either buying power or it lets you know what you need to do, some clarity on presenting offers if you're in a seller's market. Again, conversations that you should be having with a realtor, and yet we give them some data, some information right here at their fingertips. Once they've read this and they started beginning their search, they can click on Mark as Completed. Oh, I get that error, but it's okay. It happens. Again, I'll send this to KWRI, let them know my issues, and it's really not a big deal, but I can click on Next Step. Doesn't change anything. And from here, if you remember, the first thing we had to do is start our search and then get pre-approved. So this is going to take me to a little bit of like what we call like an app landing page that says, here's Taylor Mortgage. I can get pre-approved by clicking on this blue button, or I can say I already have financing. So if you already have a relationship with another vendor partner or mortgage company and in your local market center or somebody you have a personal connection with, you don't have to worry about upsetting them with the Keller Mortgage being plugged in because they still have the opportunity to kind of be showcased here. not really showcased, but no one's specifically using Keller Mortgage just because they're using the app. But I can click on pre-approved. This will take me to the Keller Mortgage application process. I'm going to go back, or I can click on already have financing through a different partner. This will load, and then if you remember, this just took me to the step number 3, which is start touring homes. Now, hopefully, you get the process and how this works. I'm going to click on X. It's going to say start your search, get pre-approved, tour homes. We're going to go through this. So your client should know exactly what's going on throughout this process. And if they want to read ahead, they can see what it's like to make an offer, the details and things they need to do from here. Now, I can assure you this is step 1 of the app, but if you knew Gary Keller and Josh Team and what we've talked about, there's going to be a point in time where like making an offer can be done from the app itself. So this is pretty exciting. We're seeing phase 1 of what's going to be an amazing, amazing feature. Now, the cool thing with all of this is that you will get push notifications from Kelly throughout this whole process. So I've had a lot of my notifications turned off just because I'm recording a video on my phone. But earlier, good timing that I'm not all of them are turned off. But you'll get a Kelly notification that says, hey, so and so logged into your KW consumer app or is looking at properties, or had clicked on the form button here below. Again, 12 hours old. We're not getting upset. But let's just say that, give us a second to load. Ask your agent, if I hadn't filled out this form, I would get a notification from Kelly that says, Sam sent you this. There you go. So you can see what that's like. So new contact form message received from Sam Jackson. So Sam Jackson in this case would be whatever client that you put in here. So what I'm encouraging you to do, if you haven't already, either go into your command and create yourself as a contact with a personal email account, a Gmail, Yahoo, AOL, whatever you're using, Hotmail for crying out loud, doesn't matter. Create an account, a contact, or just come in like I did here and sign up for the first time with one of those unregistered email addresses and start playing around with it. This is an amazing app. We barely touched any of this today, but I want you to see how quickly these things load, how amazing it is, and how this is going to be the Zillow killer, as we've heard some agents kind of express that at Family Reunion. So start playing with it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, either on KW Connect or on YouTube. But it doesn't matter if you're watching me on either of those platforms. If you're on KW Connect, go ahead and give me a follow. I'd love to give you updates anytime we're launching some new consumer app information. Or if you're watching me on YouTube, go ahead and like and subscribe this video. And you'll be seeing some recaps from me, from some more information that has rolled out from Family Reunion, my overview of the event, as well as some other specific information from the breakouts. But thank you all for watching. Thanks for participating, and just go play with the app. It is amazing, I promise you. But take off your realtor cap when you do this. Think of it as being consumer. Search for a home where you've always dreamed to live and just start playing with it. All right. Thank you guys. I love you, and stay in command.